So, the definition of comedy. Professional entertainment consisting of jokes and sketches intended to make an audience laugh. So can someone please explain to me how Alvin and the Chipmunks films are comedies? Please. Anyone? I thought that it would be fun to review a bad film to give the Mockingjay Part 1 some competition. I was wrong. Wasn't fun. At all. It was horrible. So awful. The full title of this film is Alvin and the Chipmunks The Road Chip. Who sat down in the boardroom and decided that the road chip was a suitable pun to go in this title? They need to be fired. Immediately. The road chip implies that there's gonna be a road trip of some sort, but the road trip itself only lasted 15 minutes, 4 of which were taken up by Alvin and the Chipmunks singing Uptown Funk in their really irritating, squeaky, annoying voices. Instead, the film is about the Chipmunks as they encounter a potentially evil stepbrother. I mean, it's not exactly the Joker, is it? But spoilers, not that it matters because you won't be going to see this film, turns out he's not that bad and they become friends in the end. What kind of a plot twist is that? Just don't come up with a plot twist if it's gonna be that crap. Just leave it and just let us go home slightly less depressed. The worst thing about this was that I was rooting for the stepbrother all the way through. I wanted him to take these irritating, destructive pests down. So the havoc that these chipmunks cause is supposed to be endearing and cute. It's not. It's just destructive. They genuinely do their very best to ruin Dave, played by Jason Lee's life. Yep, Jason Lee is still in these films. All I can say is they must be throwing big bucks at him because this isn't doing him any favors in the career department. The chipmunks set out to destroy their best friend's chance of happiness by stopping him proposing to the girl he loves. What dicks! At the same time that this is going on, an air marshal is chasing them around the country after they leave the airport after being given their punishment. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but once you get put on the no-fly list, you are allowed to leave the airport. They don't just keep you around to rub in your face that you're not allowed to fly. Do they? But anyway, this is happening with one of the most annoying side villains ever chasing them across America doing stupid, not funny stuff. Wait. Maybe he was the main villain. Ooh. I don't know. I think I fell asleep at one point and I think it could have been happening. So now that the plot rant is over, let's talk about the acting. Or lack of. I get that it's difficult to act in front of characters that will later be created on a computer screen, but hundreds and hundreds of other actors can do it and do it far better than any of the actors in this thing. I'm not calling it a film, I'm just calling it a thing. Again, their ability to act is hindered by a non-existent script. Well, obviously there was a script, but you could have fooled me. On the subject of scripts, this film was written to be a comedy and is supposed to be funny. And before you say, yeah, but it's a kids film, I love kids films. I put Hotel Transylvania 2 on my favourite films of 2015 list. That was hysterical. I don't think I cracked a smile through the entirety of The Road Chip. I think I just sat there feeling awkward and embarrassed for everyone involved in the making of this film. This has been a fairly short review because I just don't want to talk about it, and I don't think I'm going to be going to review a bad film on purpose from now on. I'm sorry this has been such a rant, but I genuinely couldn't think of anything good to say about this thing, other than the fact that it might have made a couple of 2-year-olds laugh. Alvin and the Chipmunks The Road Chip gets a 23. Yes, a 23. And I think that's letting it off lightly. Do not go and see this film. I repeat, do not go and see this film. So back to the film wall, and we've got to go a long way down to reach Alvin and the Chipmunks with 23. Look, that was the Mockingjay Part 1, and I've literally just put it right at the very bottom because I don't think anything's going to be worse than that whilst we're doing this film wall. Just a quick reminder of everything else. At the top is Star Wars, then The Revenant, then The Hateful Eight, then Spectre, The Good Dinosaur, and The Mockingjay Part 1.